guys, how you doing? Morgantium here. Or as Todd said, Papa Smurf. Where are you all coming from? From Smurfland, where we belong. Gee, thanks Todd, yeah. I must admit, I did look back at the photographs from Expo weekend. I was looking a bit Papa Smurfish, yes. Yeah. So, just going to do a quick sort of post-Expo vlog. I did do one on my Facebook page on Sunday night when I was driving home, but no, I'm going to do a proper post-Expo vlog. So I was there for the 4 days. I was there with Red Hot Vaping, helping out Mike and Kerry. Thank you very much, Mike and Kerry, for putting up with me for the whole weekend. It was fantastic. I thoroughly enjoyed it. I was there with Guy Humphries, Steve Poston, Amy Fox on the Red Hot Vaping stall, and yeah, I thoroughly enjoyed myself. Now, I have worked in the National Health Service for 27 years. That weekend that just passed, I've probably never worked so hard in all my life. But it was good. It was really good. Yeah, there was a couple of sort of vape dramas that I'm not going to go into. There was sort of issues with juice companies, but yeah, it was a very excellent weekend. Very excellent weekend. Apart from telling Mark Todd for Todd's reviews to F off when he jumped on my back on Friday. He sneaked up behind me and I sort of went, right off! Yes. I got a fright. But it was great. I never got to see a lot of people though. I mean, I never saw anybody from the Sub-Ohm show apart from Dean, and literally I was running between stalls and Dean was with his wife, and it was a case of, hi, I'm Keith, hi Dean, and shaking hands, and it was like woof, straight past each other. It was that sort of weekend. Very sort of hectic, very busy. Thoroughly enjoyed it though, as I said before. But wow, yes. I mean, Thursday we spent all afternoon setting up, building the stand, stocking the juice. On the Friday morning, I mean, the three of us were basically below the stand. That's probably why I missed a lot of people, was because I was actually under the stand just stacking the bottles of juice up. The hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of bottles of juice on the B2B day. Or sort of vendors day on the Friday. And Saturday it was just a constant flow of people just coming to the stand, trying juice, looking at hardware, and that was just awesome. And then Sunday I managed to get a chance to go round some of the stands. I never saw all of them, but I did get a chance to go round some of the stands and meet people, and it was actually, Sunday was really awesome. I'd walk up to a stand and the people behind the counter would go, I know you, I've seen you before. You reviewed one of our juices, you reviewed one of our items. And I was like, yeah, thanks. But then they would respond, yeah, we didn't say whether you're very good though. Aww. It was great. So, what goodies did I bring back from Expo? Well, on the Friday, I saw Paul Harrison the Thursday when we were setting up, and I'd asked him that I wanted to buy the new Endless Mod Clean mod, and here it is, the Endless Mod Clean. Do I prefer this to my original Endless Mod? I love them both the same. I met Matt from, Mark Todd introduced me to Matt from Corrosive Creations on the Sunday, and of course Matt dragged me over to the Endless Mod stand again, and I had to buy this for my Endless Mod. This is one of the Corrosive Creations sleeves. Let me just focus this in. It's absolutely beautiful. I mean, it almost looks like stabilised wood. It's brass, as you can see from it's brass sleeve that's been patinaed and then not lacquered, as Matt said. He wouldn't tell me what to put on it. Now, what Matt was saying is, I think the other guy, is it Gav? If you do go to Shady Vaping or you do want to purchase one of these sleeves, you can tell the difference between Matt and Gav. And Matt's one have got this part not patinaed, the Ouroboros symbol, but with Gav's one the whole symbol's just the line, so it's patinaed inside. So there is a difference between the two sleeves. I had to buy this one though because I was with him, and yeah, and I got my brass top cap for my Endless Mod sleeve tube. And as I said, I got this as well. But on top of here, there was a stall about 4 or 5 down from the Endless Mod stand. It was Third Eye drip tips, handmade. And these are one of the Third Eye drip tips, like a resin with a flush fit 510 fitting. And of course, when I got this and I was vaping on it, this was getting quite hot. Now, I'm not a wuss, but this is brass. And, you know, at 0.1 Ni flat wire, that top cap was getting hot. So I was actually looking for a drip tip. And I just tried this on, and it fits perfectly. Now, I've got a few of these drip tips. There's one on my Heracles version 2. Really quite swish. I can't remember how much. At the show for exhibitors, they were £8 each, I think. I think that's something like £10-12 each for the drip tips. And I've got one here on the Squape X. Yes, the Squape X. I just received this last night. Nothing to do with the show, but I'll go into that shortly. So I got the Endless Mod sleeve from a Tube Mod. I got the Endless Clean. I got a new cap. Picked up a Wismec Theorem from Red Hot Vaping. Mike wouldn't let me pay for it. Thank you very much, Mike. You are a star. And there's a little story behind this. Nom, 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 nom. I'm actually enjoying the Theorem now. And you can chuck clouds with a Theorem, just not with a notch coil. I said to Mike on Sunday morning, we got a lot of hardware on Saturday, and I said to him, people on the Saturday were asking about the Theorem. We didn't have the avocados, we only had the Theorems in, and they were asking to try one because there was a lot of bad press regarding the Theorem. So I said to Mike, I said, why don't we set one up, stick it on the counter as one of the samples so people can have a vape on it and try it, because it'll take the standard 510 disposable drip tips. So we did, we set it up, cut the cotton back on the notch coil, trimmed it all back because it's far too much cotton, filled it up, took a vape, and it was horrible. It was not burnt, it was acrid, catching the back of your throat, a really harsh metallic vapour coming from the Theorem with the notch coil. So we took it apart again, set it, the notch coil up, and made sure it wasn't touching any of the posts, made sure the airflow was going through, and vaped it again, and again that acrid taste, very metallic taste coming from the coil. After about sort of half an hour, 40 minutes, that taste did start to sort of peter off, but I was like, we can't let people try this on the stand. If we let people try this on the stand, they're not going to buy it. So luckily I'd met Corey Jones, one of the guys that comes to K-Vape up here in Kerry, does coil building, sort of specialist coils. He's called Bearded Vapor 88 on Instagram, but he was doing coiling sessions in one of the areas of the expo. And I bumped into him in the morning. So at lunchtime I went over and I gave him the Theorem and I asked, look, take the notch coil out of it and put one of your specialist Clapton bills in it. So he did that for us, came back, still got it in here, it's like a twisted Clapton, 0.4 ohms, and just flavour is absolutely stunning. Really, really nice, really nice. Lots of good airflow, good lung hit. But yeah, I'm liking the Theorem now. And also on the stand that I was working at with Red Hot Vaping, they were selling the new Sigelli 213, which I was like, oh my god, I'll buy one of them. I got one here. This is the Sigelli 213. Now, Mark, was it Friday? I can't remember now, Friday or Saturday. Mark Todd had come over to the stand and he saw the 213. And I'd said to him, I really want to get one. He says, we'll get one and I'll watch your review. I've been using it today. I was using it yesterday and it was working great. No problems. I mean, it's full carbon fibre body with aircraft aluminium. It's as light as a feather. And I had the Heracles Plus with a stainless steel building it yesterday. I popped over to K8 to say hi and show them all my goodies. And it stopped working in stainless steel temperature mode. It would go like, it would ramp up to temperature and all of a sudden just drop, and it was dropping to like 0.5 watts, and it just wasn't having major issues with the Sigelli 213. I've been on Google, I've looked in different pages, been at Reddit, and I can't see anything regarding how to fix this stainless steel temperature issue, or even how to reset it. Works fine, temperature mode, titanium, nickel, had no issues, and it was working really well in stainless steel. It's just that it's decided to stop. I managed to get it working in TCR mode with stainless steel. In fact, it's in TCR mode just now. I went onto the steam engine site and got the TCR settings, because you've got TCR settings, TFR settings for this device. It's extremely complicated. But in TCR mode with stainless steel, no issues. But for some reason, the actual stainless steel, because you get stainless steel 304, 316, or 317. Of course, it's a 316 coilless in this, it's 316 coilless in the Squape X, and it just didn't want to look at them. But with stainless steel, I just flipped over to wattage and it was fine. But yeah, I do like the form factor of the 213 from Sigelli. It's not cheap. I mean, it is not a cheap device. It's almost, with the build quality and the construction and the materials, it is quite a high priced device. You're looking at about £100, £90 for one of these, for a Sigelli. I mean, I can remember when I got my Sigelli 150, I paid nearly £100 for it, and now you can pick them up for like £30, £40. And my Sigelli 150, loved it. It was a fantastic device. I used that for over a year. That was my main vaping device. So I'm hoping with the 213, once I get the bugs worked out, I'm not going to do a review. It'll be a good 2 weeks before I even think about reviewing the Sigelli 213. I need to get to grips with it. And another thing as well, it's designed for left-handers. It's not comfortable, and it's odd. Very comfortable on your left hand, because where the switch is and where the atomizer is opposite the switch, but on your right hand, it's you just, because when you do that, your hand's over the screen. So yeah, it's a left-handed device. Juice, e-juice. I got lots of e-juice. I'd never ever tried the Yorkshire Vapers juice line before. And I managed to get, well, once you got through the queues at the Yorkshire Vaper, every time I went down to that stand, there was always queues and I had to wait. And eventually I managed to speak to James, and I bought some jam donut, custard donut and rustard. Oh my god, they are nice juices. I can't believe I've never tried the Yorkshire Vapers juices. Dale's juices were really nice, absolutely brilliant. So I was quite happy that I actually tried it. Then I bumped into Naz and James at the Fusion Vapor stand, and they had Matt over from Fusion Vapor USA. So I met him, and he thanked me for doing the review last year of his juices. So I've got a selection of juices from Fusion Vapor, which I will be reviewing. Went to the Element stand. They've got the new tonics and the new Far range. Yeah, I won't be reviewing them. I'm not an Elements fan. I got the juice, I was giving it, I was like, each, thanks. I know somebody like that, so I passed that on to him yesterday. But yeah, Elements, I've never been a fan of Elements, e-juice. What else did I go to? Oh, I went to Zeus Juice, tried the new Aphrodite, it's like a lemon sherbet. Personally not from but everybody was getting free samples of lemon sherbet, and I brought some back for friends here. And they were raving about it, they loved it. But again, it's not something I would vape. But yeah, very popular juice at the show, the lemon sherbet. Bumped into, what was the one? Yeah, it was a French company. Came in a box like this. Sweet Cream. Sweet Cream. Lovely, lovely bottles. They're actually 50-50 VGPG, but vape really well. It's a French company. Yeah, E-Liquid France. I was quite surprised with that. So I'll be doing a little review on them. Nice juices, nice selection juices. Lovely packaging. The girls in the stand were really nice as well. Very helpful. Sorry. I bumped, oh, excuse me, just dropped it. I bumped into Ryan Lord? Is it Ryan Lord? Yeah, Ryan Lord. Yeah, Ryan Lord and... Ryan Lord and Scott Hardacre, yes. If you remember way back in the past, if you do subscribe to my channel, or if a lot of people don't watch e-liquid reviews that I do. I did a review for the Frog Father range of juices, and Scott Hardacre and Ryan Lord were the guys behind that. And they had a stand right next to us, Steepologist, and it was like they had the McLovin range. There was, I think, a sort of whole range of high VG premium juices. So I got a whole stack of stuff from Ryan and Scott. So thank you very much. Again, I mean, I like the Frog Father range. It was an easy review to do, and this will be an easy review because the juices that I got are really nice. There was one, Blackbeard's Curse. Was it Blackbeard's Curse? I think it was. And Scott had actually given Kerry Red Hot Vaping a bottle. He just gave her it, and she came round and, we'll try that, dripped it up. It was horrible. It was like, really horrible. But actually, it vapes really nice. Bizarre. It's like a nut cheesecake type, but yeah, drip in the back of your hand, taste it. Wasn't nice at all. But I dripped it up. When I got home, yeah, I did a expo hall photograph on my Facebook page, and I just grabbed the Blackbeard's Curse and dripped it up into my Endless Mod Clean, and it was actually really nice. It was like, wow, I hadn't realised I'd picked it up. It was just a case of I just picked a bottle up and started dripping, and then it was like, what's a real nice juice? And I looked at the bottle and I went, whoa, that's Blackbeard's Curse. So it's really strange. I mean, a lot of people that were coming to try our juices out were doing the drip in the back of the hand. Doesn't always work. It's always, because remember, you're going to be vaping this stuff, not tasting it. You shouldn't be tasting it anyway. But if you're going to try a juice, try and vape it to get that proper flavour. That's my advice anyway. When we had the Heracles out full of juice so that people could try it. So that was, where was I? Element, Zeus, Yorkshire Vapor, Steepologist, and then my surprise of the whole expo. I tried a lot of juice, too many to mention, and there was a lot of them were like meh, they're alright. There was nothing that really sort of pow until Saturday afternoon. And next to just up for Steepologist, there was it was literally just a small stand, 2 pasting tables with some bottles of juice and leaflets. Moose Knuckle. Yep, they're called Moose Knuckle. Yeah. Moose Knuckle! Yeah, an Alaskan e-juice company. Kevin. This guy was a giant. I mean, he was huge, really tall, big, gentle giant of a guy. Really nice, really, really nice guy. And I'd sort of just I'd basically just wandering along the stands and stopped, and he said hello and he was chatting to me. And I wasn't going to try any of their juices because I was just you know what? Come Saturday afternoon, I was up to here. I didn't want to try anymore. I picked up one bottle and it was their crack cream crack donut. Crack cream. I can find it. Crispy crack donut. Yeah, crispy crack donut. It was, and Kevin just said to me, "It'll be the best donut you've ever vaped." And I'm like, "Yeah, whatever." It was. Oh God! It was. Oh, I cannot describe the flavour that came out of that moose knuckle e-liquid. Yeah. Their donut juice was fantastic. Proper Krispy Kreme donut. And then there was the candy apple. Oh, it was basically a toffee apple, but when you vaped it, you could taste. It was almost as if you were biting into a toffee apple. So at first you were tasting the caramel, and then straight into that apple, and you were getting a beautiful, fresh Granny Smith. It was just. I don't know how they did it, but it was a proper toffee apple, yeah. And they had 2 tobacco flavours, a menthol tobacco and an ordinary tobacco. Now, I've not had a cigarette in over 3 years. And to be honest, I gave it a shot. I'll vape it, tobacco, give it a try. It was like a cigarette. It was the only way to describe it. I mean, a lot of tobacco flavoured e-liquids taste, it's that, to me, it was always that after smell of tobacco, that after smell of smoke, that after taste of smoke. It wasn't actually the fresh tobacco that you were tasting, it was the after smell, the aftertaste. You never got that fresh, that taste. This stuff from Moose Knuckle was that taste. It was when you vaped it, and I was dripping it. 3 milligram heavy VG tobacco, and it was a proper tobacco. The menthol one was like smoking like vaping a consulate cigarette. Yeah. So out of the whole show, hardware had to be endless mods. I mean, it had to be. I mean, I got the clean, I got the sleeves. I couldn't afford a Rogue from the Yorkshire Vapor. Guy Humphreys on the Red Hot Vaping stand, he bought the Rogue. Beautiful, really nice bit of kit, but I couldn't afford that. As I said, so for hardware for me was endless mods. But juice, e-liquid, out of the whole show, Moose Knuckle just blew me away. It just did it for me. It was absolutely fantastic. Now, is that everything? have I discussed everything? Drip tips, theorem, endless mods, Sigelli 213. I think that's it. Yeah. Nothing else. Yep, as I said, it was a long 4 days. I was glad to get home on Sunday night. And I look forward to the next one. I do look forward to the next one. I did meet lots and lots of people. People did come to the stand and see me and say hello. I think, as I said, Sunday was the day that people did recognise me. People were shouting out to me, and I was getting photographs taken and hats, and people were just. That's the day that it was like, wow, people have actually watched my reviews, watched my channel. I mean, don't get me wrong, I'm nowhere near like ID Long Show or Dean the Vaping Biker or Todd or any of these guys. It was just. It made me feel, wow, people actually do watch and have given me positive feedback, and I felt just so blown away. It was just really nice, and everybody was so friendly, and it was a really good atmosphere, good environment. We did have 2 thefts on our stand. We had 2 Heracles tanks stolen, which was only a bit of a downer. But some of the stands did lose a lot of equipment and juices. But it's not just vaping. People go, but you get that in all sorts. People will try and, tea leaf. But anyway, I'm going to vape on the Scrape X. The Scrape X, yes. I'll try and have a vape on the Scrape X when it's not giving me a burnt hit. Num 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 num. Yeah, nice. very nice. Oh, it's got a third eye drip tip on that as well. Anyway, guys, that's me. If I didn't mention you, but thank you for being so nice and so friendly at Expo, and I will be getting reviews out very shortly. Thank you very much. Take care. Bye bye.